Hi everybody, Master Teacher Holly Holland here with another in our Bone Strong for Osteoporosis workouts. Today I'm going to be doing some exercises in quadruped position where you're on all fours. Now, not everyone loves being on the wrist. They can get tender. If you're one of those people, go to another exercise. This is probably not for you. If you can be on your wrist, you're going to see how you can really benefit because this is one of the common fracture points with osteoporosis. So you're going to get wrist strength, you're going to get really a whole spine strength, and definitely into the glutes on the back and the side. Okay, so I've got a medium resistance band here. I've got 2 mats out because that's pretty cushiony. You could do it on a towel or a blanket if you needed to. So come onto your butt and take the band and you're going to make it nice and fat around the foot. Now wrap it around so it sort of locks it in gently. And then you've got to navigate this a little bit so that you're holding it almost like a bouquet of flowers, okay? So now come onto your knees, spread your fingers out. So before we get started, we've got to really stabilize. So I'm going to try to feel first a little bend in my elbows, and then I'm going to try to draw the arm bones into my scapula. That's going to help me stabilize through the shoulders. Meanwhile, I have to think about my core muscles, drawing up and in. And on the leg that is not moving, I've got to try to stabilize that rather than to sag, lean side to side. So here's what it looks like. I'm going to inhale, lift the knee, and as I exhale, I'm going to press out through the heel, really extending through the leg. Inhale and exhale, drawing my abs in, gently pressing my arm bones up into my scapula. Meanwhile, I'm trying to keep my head, neck, and shoulders long, and again, not sag into that opposite hip. I'm always challenged in stability. It's one of the reasons I came to Pilates after a yoga beginning. And it has really helped me over the years add strength to my flexibility. Now, I'm going to keep just a little bit of a lift. And to make sure you don't go into any pain in your low back, pull your abs up every time before you lift this heel. This is so challenging for the hamstrings and the glute maximus, 2 really important posterior hip muscles. Let's call it 2. You know I can never count. It's roughly about 8. Now I'm going to go side to side, working on the lateral glutes. A lot in here in the IT band, glute medius. So many important muscles. They get tight because we don't use them very much. And I'll do about 2 more. And last one. Wow, you really only want to do about 3 of those because you will feel it. Okay, let's set up for the other side. So I'm going to make sure I've got a nice fat band, wrap it around, and I'm going to want pretty much 2 equal tails here. Now, you get to decide how much resistance you want. Could be a little or a lot. I'll go for a medium, I guess. Now, press your hands down, spread your fingers so that doesn't snap up. Then find your stabilization, first in the shoulders, then into the hips, and into the abs. Now, as you're pressing out through that leg, notice how I'm trying to extend the heel from the underwear line. In this way, I'm trying to target the hamstrings, which are a deeper muscle, versus just straightening my leg, which is your gastrocnemius. That's a muscle about underneath your knee that is very superficial and easy to access. Drawing my abs up, let's call it 1 more. Okay, now again, here I want to draw my abs up because if you take a big movement here, you'll likely feel a strain in your low back. I have a challenge anyway to hold neutral spine, so I have to really think about small movements, a lot of control. And you definitely feel the resistance of the band and how it's really drawing energy into those hip bones and into the wrists. All right, now without sagging to that right side, I'm going to press out to the left. You don't want big movements here, but you're trying to really move the hip in all dimensions, strengthening. You get both strength in stabilization and in the stamina of the move. 2 more, and back in. Wow. In just a few minutes, you will feel really worked. So I hope you like that. And if you like these videos, please hit the subscribe button. And also just in the comment section, let me know how you're doing and what kind of a assistance you need, what other kind of workouts you'd like to see. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks so much for joining me.